is who will touch the ball first tonight, and only able to maybe get a half yard as he ran straight into Braden Fisk. Oh, and look at Fisk surging into the backfield, the transfer from Western Michigan.
He's going to beat the center, Brian Hudson. His coaching staff and D coordinator, Adam Fuller, they call him a ball of knives. He's been so disruptive all season long for the Seminoles.
That's up a 3rd and 12, so watch out for Verse and Payton. Here's the quick game. Inside screen to Bell, and he is wrapped up immediately by Akeem Dent. 3rd and 7. Pressure on Glenn, and he's taken down and absolutely smothered by Storm Duck.
And there's the corner pressure coming from the boundary. He uses his speed. That's a big...
Toafili goes nowhere. Jordan looking for a seam, and he finds it. Jawar Jordan. And will that set a spark for Louisville as Akeem Dent finally ran him down?
Tight end on Kalen DeLoach out here. And that's what kind of opens up the space for Jordan to get to the outside. He's the shiftier running back in their backfield that likes to bounce it, averaging 6.4 yards a carry. Second in the conference. And finally, Louisville now doing what they want to do.
3rd and 7. Plummer backed up and taken down by Jared Verse, his 8th sack of the season.
Uses speed, so it's coming here, and they're looping it around, and it's Verse that's going to make a play. Statistically, he may not be having the same year he had a year ago, Joe, but I'd argue he's a better player because he's more consistent. And after a 2.5-sack performance last week, a career high against the Gators.
The fumble on the scramble. They know that was there for the taking. Brock Glenn, sprint right, looking for an option. Traffic coming in, as is the boundary, as he just runs out that time with Puryear chasing him.
Of Brock Glenn, as he's getting out to the right, nobody's open. You can't just run out of bounds and take a big loss. At this point right here, just chuck it way over Keon Coleman's head.
3rd and 13. Glenn gets it out quickly to Coleman. Coleman trying to slither his way for anything, and he's met at the 13-yard line. You see him grabbing his ribs at the end of that play. Lorendo tackled for a loss. Left side of that line was all over him, led by DJ Lundy. That is not good when Verse and Payton are the edge rushers opposite you. Plummer does get time now, and he pumps again to get past Payton and then tiptoes his way, trying to make the most of it out to midfield. They've converted 61% of their 4th down attempts this season. Play action off of it. Plummer hides it behind the back, and it's batted. He was trying to get it to Lipson, the tight end, but DeLoach was right in there on him. This is Coleman. And he's driven down on 2nd and 8 by Lundy. And Glenn's going to pass. And the freshman extending the play, pumping, tucking, running. And you talk about not wanting to take a hit and how they utilize him. He didn't slide. Campbell in the backfield with him on 2nd and 3. Searching for a lane and finding it for another 1st down. Glenn. He's going to run straight ahead. This time he does slide, and a flag does come in. Oh, he snapped it right into him as he was walking to the line. And think about the lack of reps and communication with the #1 offensive line.
Take for granted and execution, just getting plays called and getting them snapped properly. It looked like Glenn wanted to go to the line of scrimmage and change the play.
And a breakthrough moment here tonight. We have points. Their first 4 drives combined for 12 points. Off the bounce at the 11-yard line, Lorendo. Last 30 minutes of that game for the Gators. There's the read by Plummer, and he's going to lose a yard. That entire defensive line with big Braden Fisk converging out.
Running back here inside, and then Bethune at linebacker is replacing it. So he's in place to take Plummer on the zone read. They're a very, very sound and well-coached
screen to Jordan. Blockers in front. Jordan's got the first down and then goes high, hurtling up and away right over Greedy Vance.
He blitz right here. And this offensive line is just going to invite the pass rush up the field. This is a perfect play call by Jeff Brom. Throwing the screen. You've got some linemen out in front of Jordan, and he can go to work. And then the hurdle. You're always
18 yards there from Jordan. And good late drive now from Jawar Jordan as he finds his way to midfield right through Tatum Bethune. Glenn has been able to get, if at all, 2nd and 7. Benson straight ahead. Good run. It'll be 3rd and short from near as Minkins was in on the tackle. Florida State is looking for their first down. We have 6.5 minutes to play until halftime, and that is it right there with Benson. He's going to run the ball here. Quarterback run, and he slides and just get down in time before Minkins arrives.
I mean, and I like the play call, honestly. Again, covering up, and they shift out of it to an even front.
Glenn on 3rd and 6. Gives it to the outside, and it's caught by Wilson. And Johnny Wilson at 6'7", stretching out and getting the first down.
Fantastic job by Glenn, seeing the matchup he wants. 6'7" with long arms. Really good coverage by Florida State transfer Jarvis Brownlee, but there's no defense for a perfect throw. You're putting it on his back shoulder. That's a great sign.
Toafili trying to work behind his tight end, Kyle Morlock. Florida, when Rodemaker was knocked out of the game for a few plays. Now get this major assignment. Toafili can't find anything on that right side as he's tackled for a 1-yard loss by Alderman. Breaking through against Georgia, snapping that win streak in an absolute thriller to win the SEC championship. Plummer going to get the ball out to that line to gain and does so to Jamari Thrash. Plummer just 3 of 13 passing against the Noles tonight. 3rd and 8, 4-man rush. And he cannot navigate any space in the pocket, and he is sacked.
So this time it's Verse going inside and it's Fisk coming around the outside. And I know, again, we talk a lot about Verse. We talk a lot about Peyton, but Braden Fisk, the Western Michigan transfer, has had such an impact on this defense. Against the run.
It's a great field position from the 38 of Louisville after the bad punt. Glenn trying to set up the screen to Benson. Blockers in front, and here goes Trey. And it's a first down for Florida State. Benson straight ahead, taking a defender for a ride for a couple yards, and Stephen Herron.
Zero blitz look here.
Glenn looks right. And then he is taken down back at the 29-yard line. That was Alderman breaking through.
And they're just trying to dictate to Brock Glenn at this point, forcing him to know where his answers are in the Hots and Sight game, and it's been difficult so far.
With the limitations of these offenses that we're seeing tonight in the exceptional defensive play. Plummer, he's being chased again as he has to dump it. Ball is out! And Jordan falls back on it.
Very lucky as Arie Thomas was the one who popped it free, and then Akeem Dent looked like he was going to pounce on it at safety. You know, I'm curious. I was going to say, I'm a little surprised at how aggressive Louisville is being here on offense. The team that wins this game in the second half is going to be the team that runs the ball the best, takes care of the ball the best, and makes a play in special teams.
So I know there are those who say, hey, the eye test, who's the best team? Boy, this Florida State offense with the number 3 quarterback is struggling. This is a simple win and you're in for Florida State. Brock Glenn pitches it out to Coleman. Coleman takes an in-cut and gets 9 yards on the play.
This little backyard ball by Brock Glenn there in a zone read with an attachment. There's been virtually none of that early for what's been mostly a stationary offense.
As Verse tracks him down.
No, you're just not going to outrun him with Jack Plummer. He's not Lamar Jackson, obviously. And just watch, like into the boundary. He's 260 pounds, but that was easy.
3rd and 8. They're going to run option. Jordan on the pitch, and Jordan's going to have the first down for the Cards. Now they flea flicker. Back to Plummer, and he's got to go underneath to a screen, and they do so with Coleman, who spins free for a first down and more. Did he stay in? Extra yardage, Kevin Coleman. A little razzle-dazzle and a flag at the end.
For Louisville's offense, but look at all these linemen getting out to the left. And right now, everyone on Florida State's defense is thinking he's throwing a post, he's throwing a go. We got to turn around and go locate where the guy is. Really, he's just throwing a simple screen with about 5-0 linemen out in front of it. You saw Thrash just get caught up there on the outside. He's working against Ventrell Cypress, a little push.
They're going to spot it at the 40-yard line and a first down from there. And a throw back to the screen, tunnel it to Thrash, and Thrash gets to the outside pass midfield as he is brought down by Brown.
And that's a great way to get him the ball.
Plummer on first down. Verse, he gets past him, and then Plummer scoots out of bounds. High formation on 2nd and 8 with Jordan behind Martin. Play action off a bit, but here come the Noles. Plummer able to get it complete to Martin, the fullback. Matt Austin, our rules expert, was just chiming in saying, I think that may have been PI.
I do too.
2nd and 10. There's the quick strike on the slant to Thrash, and another first down for Louisville. Longest drive of the night for Louisville. 10 plays, 48 yards. Here's Jordan out of the backfield, and Jordan will take it down.
It's just a good, 20. Quick decision.
Jordan straight ahead. He is stonewalled. He is short of the line to gain. As the defense with Byron Turner and Braden Fisk able to make the tackle for a 36-yard attempt to try to tie this game. And with that, we are tied. A 12-play drive for Louisville. Toafili's had some success earlier tonight as he will run it again and gets a good block to break free. Lawrance Toafili, could he? Here he goes. And they push him out inside the 10. But a big chunk play for the Noles.
This delayed power. Phenomenal. Great patience. The hole opens up. Toafili puts his foot in the ground and shows off the speed. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right, Joe?
And Brock Glenn, the true freshman quarterback, not going to need him if Toafili's doing stuff like this right here. Touchdown, Florida State.
The big fella just getting a nice block and setting a crease for Toafili. He's really doing a nice job allowing these things to set up.
Plummer on 2nd down to the near side, gets it complete to Thrash, who spins for an extra yard against Thomas.
Watch this route by Jamari Thrash outside.
Louisville back to the I formation with Garendo and Martin. And here is Garendo, and Garendo is wrapped up by Akeem Dent.
Well, they go with a delayed lead draw. It's an NFL run, and Akeem Dent came on the safety blitz.
The teams are comparable. They'll use tiebreakers, and winning a conference title is one of them. But so is head-to-head results. And Texas has that big notch as he goes underneath and is able to get it complete to Kariski, the tight end. Keep it on the ground, and they do so with Hill.
Well, Joe, there's so many factors they're going to take into consideration. Number one is precedence. You've talked about it. No undefeated Power 5 has ever met.
Turner will get the work, and he catches a wide-open gap. Maurice Turner, and Louisville is in position to try to tie this game.
And Michael Gonzalez here at guard, and that creates the hole. Turner's the third-string running back, but he's dynamic because of his speed and what he can do in the passing game. We haven't seen much in. Haven't called his name very much in this game, Joe. But there's the big play they needed on a first down. Completely flipped the field.
Plummer. He's going to run behind his tight end, Lifson. Brom getting the call in. Play clock down to 2 seconds for Plummer. Going to run speed option. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get the first down. It is 1st and goal, Louisville. Turner, nowhere to go at all. Peyton and Brown on the tackle. Crowded for Thrash. The flag comes down as Thrash is
flow that way and then bring it back the other side, but there was penetration up front. And that was the big difference.
From 36 earlier, this from 33. It's a cut into the lead, and it just sneaks inside the upright. Here's Glenn. And they sack him again. Fourth time tonight that Louisville has taken down Brock Glenn.
Everyone's covered here. This is the winner. Stunts and games, showing one look, bailing out to another.
Jesse, their 8th 3-and-out. Mastromanno, they come after him and they get him. Special teams surging in against the punter and taking him down.
It's coming right here. They weren't able to get it blocked. Gilbert Frierson, a third down specialist on defense, gets home. And Bevo and Big Al are popping and locking right now.
Could this fourth quarter and that play shape how the selection committee goes? Will Louisville cash in and take the lead here? 3rd and 9. Four-man rush against Plummer to the end zone this time, and it's intercepted by Bethune. He made a great play earlier and comes up with the pick in the end zone. The Florida State defense does it again.
Here's Joey Gatewood. He's running a post down the middle of the field. Bethune's just going to run with it. He locates it. He gets his head turned around. The ball is thrown behind by Plummer, and that is a massive turnover in the end zone. The biggest play of the game.
After special teams came up huge for Louisville. Day with 10 minutes to play. Toafili, he gets free and goes ahead. Close to that line to gain 10 yards there. Tackled by Minkins.
So Brock Glenn's got to mastermind something here.
Toafili straight ahead, and look at that speed, and then lowers the shoulder for 5 more yards.
Quarterback who's had some struggles. They know this is coming downhill. You got Toafili out in the slot. You motion him in. You hand it off, but the big fella's up front.
That was an excellent seal by Darius Washington for that 15-yard run. Benson goes nowhere. Benson tackled for a loss by Cam Kelly. They had to have this kind of game. Plummer from his own end zone. Can he escape it? Yes, the ball is past that goal line, but he is brought down again.
Up front. This is just not where you want to be. Everything constricts and collapses. And on top.
3rd and 23, just going to get the ball out quickly to Thrash, and Thrash gives them a little bit of breathing room out to the 10-yard line. First down, Florida State trying to close out this game. Trey Benson is going to help that cause. Look at the tough run for a first down under 6 minutes to play.
And you can put this thing away if you're Florida State.
First down run, Benson again, and here he goes inside the 20.
Mike Norvell, you got to pull this, and then you got to get a seal here by your center. And Maurice Smith, who's playing banged up, does a nice job. Creating creases. You get Benson in the second level. Hasn't happened often tonight. It's been happening a lot during the season.
And he drills it on through. Florida State trying to stay undefeated. Plummer on 4th and 7. Wrapped up and taken down by Fisk. Oh, as he had a night.
Jared Verse going to get the pick. Fisk going to loop around to the outside. And Louisville's offensive line, they just can't handle it. They don't pass it off. 2 linemen run into each other. It's been Fisk. It's been Verse. It's been Taylor. It's been Lovett. This is the best D-line in the ACC.
Here's another Wildcat snap to Benson on 3rd and 13. And the last timeout will be used by Louisville, so an opportunity, of course, for Fitzgerald. 2 of 3 tonight. And he just squeezes it inside the upright. Last year, that format we are dealing with with 4 teams and this selection committee under these circumstances. Plummer again. And guess who? Jared Verse.
120-pound human being, but he does. And he does it every week.
That is going to be on the film when they play the NFL draft and his name is called. That's unbelievable speed to power. 4th down and 3. Plummer. Fisk is chasing him, and Fisk gets to him. The 300-pounder just closed down on Jack Plummer.
Yeah, his future breakfasts are going to have shaved black truffle because he's going to be playing on Sunday and he's going to be able to afford it. But I think one of the things the committee's going to think about is what will this Florida State defense do to...
Brock Glenn only had 8 completions, only passed for 55 yards, but he was able to lean on Toafili and Benson and a defense that brought everything they had to.